You alright everyone, Dan Century here, and welcome to a new pickups video. Now, I had a really exciting package come through this morning, and been waiting for it for a few days now, and got a great deal on it when I bought it off one of my really good friends. And this is actually someone that I know personally. This isn't anyone that's got a YouTube channel. This isn't anyone that I met online. I actually met this guy through another good friend that lives near me, because he used to live quite near me as well. So I met him through another mutual friend, and we just got on really well. So anyway, this came through this morning. So I'll just show you this way so I don't give away addresses and stuff. And I am so excited. I'm so excited about this. So without further ado, he's packaged it really, really, really well. But I'd rather that than, you know, a sort of rubbish effort, really. I can try not to give anything away. I've been waiting for this for a good few days. So I mean, when it's been sealed really well, it does take me a while to open them. In fact, I'm going to do it this way. I'm trying to be lazy and not pull all the masking tape off, but actually it turns out I need to. There we go. There you go, now I haven't got to worry about giving away any info. So again, not only has he put it in bubble wrap, but he's also put tons and tons and tons of masking tape around the actual bubble wrap itself. So, you know, I honestly can't fault the packaging at all. So really, really good stuff, mate. Like I said, I can't link you out to a YouTube channel because he doesn't have one, but he's a really good friend of mine that I know really well personally, and not from YouTube at all. It just so happened that when I met him through a mutual friend, it turned out that he was a big retro fan, and sort of big Sega and sort of Sonic fan as well. So he basically messaged me on Facebook a few days ago, said he had this, and obviously that I didn't have it, and just basically asked if I would like to buy it off him at a really good price, which he did do a good price for me because he's a good mate of mine, and I just jumped at the chance. So oh, done it! I done it! Thank you for your patience. It is much appreciated. So yeah, I've got all of the, whoops, all of the means of tape off, and oh, he's even put it in a really, really protective bag as well. Oh, wicked. So guys, wow. Just having a moment to take this all in. I have picked up, guys, Sonic Eraser on the Sega Mega Drive. Wow. Just wow. I am so stoked to have this on Mega Drive. I can't even tell you. I really can't. Amazing cover. And it's in a really nice protected bag as well. He's done such a good job. Look, it's not, it looks like it's yeah, a bag that he's put in, he's taped the top of it as well. So obviously it wouldn't have come in a bag originally, and then he's just like really gone all out to protect it and make sure that it's safely delivered to me with, you know, no chance of it getting damaged or knocked or anything. So honestly guys, I have some awesome people in my life that I deal with, and that are really good friends of mine, as well as just people that I deal with for business and stuff. And I'm so lucky. I've never really had anyone that I considered a really good friend ever send me anything that's been knocked or damaged or just been, you know, not packaged properly. That always, you know, I've got some great people in my life. So I'm really, really, really chuffed that they do take care with everything that they send me. And you know, he's just really, really gone all out to make sure that it's kept safe. So yeah, there's the spine, and like I said, I'll just show you another view of the front, and of the back, and then this is the big, what do they call it? The cherry on top. It's a bit cheesy. This is the creme de la creme. There we go. Whoa! Oh my days! This is just, yeah. And look, there's your cart again in bubble wrap. So not only is he packaged the box really, really, really well, but he's also, you know, packaged this really well as well. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So there we go, Sonic Eraser on the Mega Drive. So stoked to have this, and can't wait to play it really. So that's it really. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in another video. Who am I kidding? Trying to fool you, trying to make out that this is just like a normal kind of standard pickup and it's all great and I'm going to go and play it now. Of course I know that this is a special one for me. You're probably looking at the video and possibly now going, no, wait a minute. What? How's he got Sonic Eraser on the Mega Drive? He's showing it like it's just a, you know, a normal pickup that you can get in plentiful amounts. But hang on, what? Right, let's backtrack. I kind of did that on purpose a little bit, just to kind of, like, wind you guys up a little bit. Okay, I know that Sonic Eraser wasn't originally a Mega Drive game. So, you know, but when you look at this, it looks amazing. It's in a, you know, it's in an official Sega Mega Drive cart, and, you know, my mate's basically made a box for me, and this is the official cover that went with the game, but obviously it wasn't a Sega Mega Drive game. So let's just backtrack a little bit. I mean, obviously this isn't an official Sega Mega Drive case though, but it does fit in quite well. It's not absolutely 100% firm, but it slides a little bit, but it's enough for it to keep it, so when you shut it, it rattles probably that much, so it basically doesn't fall out. So, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. Basically, what happened was, my good friend that sold this to me, he sent me a message on Facebook and just said, hey Dan, because it'd been a while since I'd spoken to him, how have you been? I hope things are well with you. I'd noticed that you're on a few Sega groups on Facebook, and I just wondered if you were interested in purchasing a Sonic game off me, which I don't believe you have. And that game is Sonic Eraser. And what had happened, one of his friends, who's an engineer, had actually managed to get the actual game itself, the ROM, whatever, ported over onto a Japanese Mega Drive cart. And what I'll do, I'll put that on the screen now so you can see what it looked like as a Japanese cart. And then basically he was interested in my mate then, after he got it off of his mate, who's an engineer, he then wanted to sell it on. So he basically thought of me straight away as opposed to anyone else, which is like, oh, awesome. So he messaged me and said, you know, would you be interested in purchasing this off me? Now I said to him, you know, I couldn't believe it, to be fair, that he'd even got it onto a cart. And then I basically said to him, you know, I would be interested and I would buy it from you. And I don't mind if it's a Japanese cart because I've got a converter. But he said, no, don't worry. What I can do is I can transfer it from a Japanese cart onto a PAL cart to make it easier for you to play in your Mega Drive. And I was just like, you sure? And he was like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So he then ported it over onto what you see now. Apparently this used to be an Echo the Dolphin cart, and it's just been replaced by Sonic Eraser, and then he's been able to get a fantastic, it looks so official, I'm not even kidding, label drawn up of it to stick on the cart, because this used to be on the Japanese cart, and then has also obviously then been able to make a official looking cover for it with obviously the Mega Drive logo down the side, and even the spine looks official. And to be fair, the back, you know, you'd be forgiven for even thinking that looks official as well. So, you know, it was never released on the Mega Drive, but to have this is just fantastic. Obviously, you can't get this anywhere on that I've looked at anyway online. I looked on eBay, and if you type it in, you just get Sonic erasers like rubbers that you get on the end of pencils. They come up. You even get things like toothbrushes coming up, because you can get Sonic toothbrushes. Not that I've got Sonic on the toothbrush, but there's a brand called Sonic that make toothbrushes. So they come up as well randomly. And when you go on Amazon as well, you get the rubbers again. So, you know, this is absolutely fantastic. And what I've done, rather than having to remember loads of info on my laptop, I've got some info up about Sonic Eraser itself. Just to give you guys a bit of background in case you've never heard of it. What it is, although it is classed as an official Sonic game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, it's not technically a Sonic game. Basically, it was available to owners of what was called the Sega MegaNet. Now, the Sega MegaNet was a modem for the Sega Mega Drive in Japan. So it wasn't over here, it wasn't in the States, it wasn't in the UK. It was only for the Sega Mega Drive in Japan. So like I say, although it's technically a title in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, other than the fact that there's a Sonic sprite in the game, there's very little that actually relates to the rest of the franchise. So although you've got Sonic sprite in the game, it's very, very loosely based on the Sonic series. So it's not technically related to it. It's basically almost like a kind of like a Tetris style game. You have shapes that fall down vertically, a bit like columns, and you have to basically make them disappear by matching the same sort of shapes up. You do get the Sonic sprite sort of in the middle, and when you play two-player, it's quite funny as well, because you get two Sonics, and actually when someone does beat the other opponent, the Sonic that's won actually goes and hits the other Sonic across the screen and sort of punches him in the neck kind of thing, which is quite random. But yeah, apart from the Sonic sprite, there's very sort of little else sort of related to the Sonic franchise. But, you know, having Sonic on the front as well, with the shapes behind him, is absolutely fantastic. And also, it says here actually, I'm on the Sonic Wikia page, actually says that because the MegaNet modem has never actually achieved worldwide availability, therefore Sonic Eraser has become what's known as a lost Sonic game. So because the MegaNet was never available worldwide, this never achieved any sort of wide availability or accessibility, so people therefore weren't really made that much aware of it, so it just became lost in the ether, if you like. However, in February 2004, the Sonic Cult website actually got hold of the ROM through Sega's Japan-only download service, so that's how it's now been able to be played online and stuff, if you know where to go, to look where to look. But other than that, it's not really achieved much attention from anyone, you know, throughout the world. And basically, as I say, it's a fairly simple puzzle game, so it just runs a little bit like Tetris. And it says here, the other player momentarily loses control of his pieces if they get hit by the other Sonic from the person that's winning. So yeah, it's basically Sonic versus Sonic. But as I say, it's mainly a shape kind of puzzle game, so it's not really related to Sonic too much. But it is still technically classed as a Sonic game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. So because of that, and being such a hardcore Sonic fan, for me it was like, well, I've got to have it. I've just got to have it. And then when it comes to price, my mate basically said, well, how much would you be looking for? And I hate offering prices to people because I don't want to offend them. I don't want to offer anything too low, but then obviously I don't want to pay too much myself either. So I was considering roughly about 20 quid, just because it's rare. He's gone through a lot of effort to get it looking like this. You know, he had one of his contacts create it originally on the Japanese cart, and then he then actually himself, my mate, actually then ported it onto a UK PAL cart. So he had put a lot of effort in, so I didn't want to, you know, take the mick or anything. So I said about 20 quid, and luckily he said, yeah, that's great, but can we call it 22.80, and then obviously the 280 then would cover postage and stuff. So I was like, you know what, absolutely, you know, he's put in a lot of effort, I really appreciate it. He really didn't have to do that, and he didn't even have to offer it to me in the first place. So yeah, honestly guys, I don't know where else you'd get this like this. There must be other copies out there being able to play Sonic Eraser on a Mega Drive cart, but I don't know where you would look. You know, if my mate hadn't just, you know, out of the blue messaged me asking if I'd be interested in buying this, I honestly don't know where else I would have gone to get it, and I probably would never have even thought to look for it or even have it to this day. There is also 4 modes of play, I believe. Yeah, there's round mode, where there's 10 stages, 0 to 9, and each stage has a bunch of whirly-bob ring shapes that are also mixed in with other normal shapes, and the whirly bobs disappear when they're paired, so you have to clear them all from the playfield by eliminating the shapes between them, and you get a time limit of 3 minutes per round. You've then got normal mode, so it's like a standard mode, if you like. You play for points as long as you like, and the better you perform, the higher your level will rise. And then doubt mode, so the rules are normal except that white squares will never fall. Instead, a single shape from almost every cluster will turn into a white square when it hits the ground. And finally, you've got block mode, so this mode basically defies all physics by having clusters stand on end. You stack them up as high as you dare for massive chain reactions, and it only takes a single pair to send the whole tower tumbling down. So there you go, really. Oh, and it also says here, this is actually quite interesting, guys, before I finish. This would have been the second Sonic-themed puzzle game, because the first was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So there you go. If you've ever played Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, again, very similar. And again, not technically classed as a Sonic game, but again, still part of the franchise loosely. And again, this is fairly similar as well. So, you know, this would have been the second themed puzzle game after Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And also, apparently, according to Wikia, this game was originally meant to be, I didn't actually know this, this game was originally meant to be in Sonic Gems collection, which was on the GameCube and the PS2, but it was scrapped for unknown reasons. Now, if you've played Sonic Gems collection, you'll know that it's the one where you can now play Sonic CD, Sonic the Fighters and Sonic R on home console, especially Sonic the Fighters, which has only ever been in arcade beforehand. According to this, Sonic Eraser was going to be on that, but unfortunately it was scrapped for unknown reasons before the Sonic Gems collection was released. So there we go, even I didn't know that. So, there we go, guys. I've just spent like 20 minutes talking about one game, but guys, I just had to. Before I go, let's just do a close-up now to the camera so you can see just how well this has been done. If you go onto Google, guys, and type in Sonic Eraser, you will get, actually, some of the pictures actually have this. Not necessarily the Mega Drive down the side, but you actually find, you'll get that. So this is an official cover. It's based on, you know, it's not like my mate's made this up from scratch, he's created it himself. This is an official cover, just obviously not with necessarily Mega Drive on it. So, you know, I literally cannot wait to get up on my Mega Drive now and put this in. And then there you go. Screenshots are just fantastic. And, you know, there's also the writing on the back. Can you see that? Yeah, can you see that? I don't know if you can read that. There's quite a lot of text there. One day, while running through Green Hill Zone, Sonic finds a strange book. When he opens it, he's mysteriously transported to a strange realm where mystical gems rain from the sky. It doesn't end there, as Sonic comes face to face with another Sonic. Who is this imposter? What's his deal? Two Sonics just won't do, so a challenge is set and only the true hedgehog will prevail. It's time to line up the gems at supersonic speed and show this imposter just who is the real deal. Pretty cool text, to be fair. And again, there's some pictures there of the sort of start screen and sort of the board there with the shapes, and then some more again down there. And you can see the two Sonics there when you're playing versus mode. So, you know, it's just absolutely great. And then when you open it up, there you go. So again, that's why there's no manual, because it's been created. And obviously there'll be nowhere to put it because there's no slots to slide a manual in. And then this has just been so well done. It's not been rushed, or, you know, the label's not been, you know, creased, or, you know, sort of, the label's not been sort of stuck on there really quickly and it's all like, you know, wonky and, you know, horrible. It's properly, you know, you can see that, you know, it's properly been done, and it's just, I'm so excited. What I might do, guys, if you're interested, I might put up some gameplay of it playing on the Mega Drive itself through my TV. I won't use like a capture card or anything like, or an emulator, obviously. I'll show it to you as raw footage so you can actually see how it works properly, so it's a bit more natural as well, so it looks real kind of thing. And that's it. So, Sonic Eraser, being able to play it now on the Mega Drive is just insane. Insane. I'm so excited, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for staying with it for just over 20 minutes for one game. I know it's a lot of time to spend watching about one game, but the reason why I've taken so long to go on about this is because it's just something that you can't get. You can't get. Yeah, you can't go into a shop or on eBay or on Amazon and buy this. To hold this in my hand and know that I can play this game on a Mega Drive is just like blows my mind. It really does. And for you other Sonic fans out there, what do you think? Honestly, guys, this video sort of more than some of the others I've done. I'd be really interested to see your comments, guys. What do you think? Have you played this via an emulator? Have you even heard of it? What do you think of it? It's not classed as a Sonic game officially in this franchise. Well, it's not necessarily a Sonic game as such, but it is technically classed as being part of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, should I say. So let me know. Let me know. Aidan Watkins, if you're watching, what do you think? Put a comment below. Shock16, what do you think? On a retro tip, Pete, what do you think? Got anyone else out there that's a big Sonic fan? What do you think? Novabug, what do you think? Alright, guys, let me know. I'm so excited. I'm going to go and play this. And if anyone's interested, post a comment underneath and I'll keep you updated on how it plays. And yeah, I'm sure the immense fun that I have on it. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon for another cool video. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate your support. And look at that. Look at that. Wow. Awesome. 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 See you soon for another video. Oh, and before I go, I just thought I'd very quickly show this because I haven't done this yet. I'm just going to got my Mega Drive off camera. Got a Mega Drive Model 1. And not done this yet. Am I actually looking into the camera? I'm not, am I? Idiot. Can you see that? Sonic Eraser. Does it fit? Does it fit? Hang on. Oh. Oh, does it fit? Yes, it does. For a minute there, I was like, it's not going in. Hey, don't be thinking thoughts there. There you go. For a minute there, I was like, it's not doing anything. There you go. Sonic Eraser in a Mega Drive. So yeah, there we go. All I've got to do now is connect the console up and as normal, switch it on, fingers crossed, it will start up. So there we go. Let me know underneath what you think, and yeah, I'm going to go and play Sonic Eraser on the Sega Mega Drive. See you soon. You alright everyone, Dan Central here, and I thought I would just do another quick little bit on the end of this video because I'm sure some of you maybe are intrigued to see how it plays on the Mega Drive. So I thought I would just do a quick showing of the game, very mini video, so nothing too major, to see how it fires up so you guys can see. I've just played about a minute or so of it, and it's actually pretty decent, to be fair. Like I said, you know, you've got the Sonic sprite in the game. It's not technically a Sonic game as you'd expect to see, but it is still technically classed as being part of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. So, you know, for that reason alone, I'm so chuffed to have it. So if we just come a bit closer then, you can see there it is there in the Mega Drive. My capture card's behind it. It's currently just sort of down the back a bit because the Mega Drive doesn't have a flat surface like the Xbox One and 360 do, so I can't rest it on top. But there we are. So let's just power it on so you guys can see. Currently have no signal because obviously it's not on. I just had to manually tune it as well to find a signal because I hadn't had the Mega Drive on in a while and I couldn't find the program that I used to have it on stored, so I had to retune it again. So let's turn it on. Boom. And there's a signal. You can see me in the reflection, so I'll try and get out of the way as much as I can. And there you go, Sonic Eraser. There you go. Push start, so I'm going to do that. Again, my controller, I really like this. Basically, it's a third-party controller. There you go. Really like that, that's cool. So, just pan back up again. Push start, there we go. And there you go, it's in Japanese. Now it would be because it was available on the MegaNet, which was basically for the Japanese Mega Drive only, so therefore it was in Japanese. Although that's in English down there. Hit C, so that's what I'm going to do, and then you can flick through the book as well, and you can then choose between 1 player and 2 player, or 1 player versus 2 player, or 1 player versus computer. It's cool that you can actually, it looks like you can work together actually, if you choose that mode. So I'm just going to do 1 player versus computer because I'm on my own. But again, just having it like that in a UK PAL Mega Drive is just insane. So let's go on, let's go down, let's go into 1 player versus computer. And like I said, I'm going to try and do this as best I can. Now the music's not amazing. Apologies, you can see me in the reflection. I can't get away from that because it's quite a dark screen, so you're going to see me because I'm lighter than the screen. So apologies for that, people, but it's not anything major. I'm not doing this as a proper video as such. So, oh god, this is not good. I'm on the left. So you can see it works sort of like a Tetris style game. You can change the shapes by pressing C. I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys. This is not a good idea. Now, they come down in different shapes in terms of, like, sometimes they come down like that. Sometimes they come down in a box, where there's 4 in a box, like there. There's 4 shapes making a box. So the layout of the shapes does change, but you can't change the layout once it's been decided. So if it wants to come down like that with a line of 3 and then 1 underneath, you have to accept that. You can change the order in which they go round, but you can't actually change whether they come down in a box or, you know, they come down as 3 and then 1 underneath the first one. And also they don't break apart until they actually land. So basically, now it'll break. There you go. So, and it's different, you know. I'm not used to playing a sort of puzzle game where you can't actually change the shape of it, and it doesn't break until it actually. There you go. That's pretty cool that my Sonic does that, and it stuns the computer for a while, basically. So that it can't change the order of its shapes. Oh, I messed that up. I'm playing with one hand, so this isn't going to go well at all. Oh, damn, pressing the wrong button. So as you probably can see, music, as you can hear, isn't brilliant. Oh, question marks, I've not seen that yet. Oh. Okay, fair enough, it doesn't really benefit you. Oh. This is not as easy as it looks, people. It's not as easy as it looks. Ugh. The other thing is that you only have to get 2 of the same shape in a row for it to make them disappear, rather than 4. Oh, and I win. There you go. So some of it's in English, which is quite interesting. You can see me again in the reflection, apologies. I'll try and get out of the way a little bit. There's different modes on there that I was talking about earlier, but you know, to have it on, you know, on a UK PAL car is just awesome. Okay, well anyway, there's a little bit of a brief insight into Sonic Eraser, and let me know if you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.